So Tay, your family's been associated in Queensland racing for a very long time. Would you say that you grew up in the industry?
So I grew up riding show jumpers, and I didn't really get involved in racing until my late teens. But then, yeah, obviously once we got the bug, we've been heavily involved ever since.
Yeah.
Obviously I knew horses coming from show jumping, and had connections through that, and basically just got a job at a stable because I was a horse girl. Yeah.
It's a natural progression for so many of us, isn't it?
Exactly.
You and Adam spent a long while over in Hong Kong. Can you talk us through sort of your journey over there and what life was like over there?
So we spent 4 years there and we loved it. It was so different, but such a unique experience for us both. Obviously, we were young and naive, so we just went in with an open mind and loved it. And we still love it. Like we'll watch the races as much as we can. Obviously, a lot of our friends are still there, so we still have a lot of interest in it.
Yeah. Now, speaking of some of your friends that are still in Hong Kong, you've developed quite a close relationship with the Purton family, and I believe you and Nicole actually have a business together?
Yeah, we do. We've got Strider. We've made these leggings actually, which was quite cool. Obviously, being in Hong Kong, I had spare time, so we were able to get that started, which was something new for us, and there's a lot to navigate in starting a brand and finding somewhere to have them made, all of that kind of stuff. But it was a good experience and we've enjoyed it.
Coming back to Australia, you guys came back to set up Campton Racing. Must be quite fun to be so closely associated in business with your partner as well now and see his success.
Yeah, it is. That was a big move. Obviously it was in COVID was happening when we moved back. And we had to do the 2 weeks in quarantine in a hotel and all of that kind of stuff. But it gave us a lot of time to get everything organised. But it's been fun. It's full on. Obviously, Adam and I live together, work together, so we spend a lot of time together. And some people probably think, how do you do that? But racing's an industry that it is your whole life, and if you're going to do it, you have to make it your life. So we're lucky that we both enjoy it and we can do it together.
What would you say is your purpose for getting up in the morning, the most satisfying part of the job?
Of course, we love winning, and I think that's the thrill of winning is what keeps us going, really. Like, there's so many highs and lows, definitely more lows in racing than there is high, but the highs are so good that you just keep wanting to come back. I think also, of course, there's horses that may be difficult or have problems that other, outside don't see, but we are there every day to try and fix or try and get the best out of the horse. So to see them have results is always satisfying.
Yeah. What has your highlight of your entire career been so far?
For Campton Racing, I think winning the Gold Coast Premiership was pretty cool. So that was Adam's second year full season training. So to win that was awesome, especially because we went into the last day of the premiership. I can't remember if we were like on the same amount of winners as Toby Edmonds or maybe a couple
neck and neck, wasn't it?
or a couple behind. So the pressure was on, and actually on the day we got 5 winners, which was crazy. And yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just to know that we could get the result when the pressure was on, because of course in racing you need everything to go your way, and we were lucky that day it did. But the relief, there was a lot of relief at the end of that as well.
I bet.
Just have that ticked off.
The building process must be so challenging and time consuming. You have to get everything right to get those winners to get attention and more support from you owners.
Yeah, of course, and that's what everyone wants is winners. So, and sometimes things just don't work out the way that you hope.
Yeah.
But Adam is very good at being optimistic.
You need to be in this game, don't you?
And he always says, you know, you just have to trust the process and things will turn. And that is true. You can't change things when things aren't going 100% your way.
Yeah.
Because what you've got in place does work. It's just, everything needs to be in the right spot, basically.
Racing's so funny in that you almost need the stars to align for your success in so many ways.
Of course. Obviously barriers even play a huge part. You know, you can have a horse ready to win and it draws the car park and everything's out the window.
Exactly.
But we're pretty lucky living here, obviously.
Oh, isn't it beautiful? It must have been such an adjustment process coming from, you know, Hong Kong to here.
Yeah. It's funny how you do just adjust and go with whatever's happening. The Gold Coast was new for both Adam and I, but we really enjoy living here. It's a great place to live.
Great timing too, like with the rejuvenation of the track and the facility.
Yeah, and that's why we chose the Gold Coast. Obviously it's a club going forward. They've got great ambitions for the club and it's a place that you want to be. And we're young and we still want to be able to enjoy our life, and I think you can have a good work-life balance here. Yeah, but the Friday night racing and the under-lights racing and things like that, it's only going to get bigger and better.
Yeah. It's been so good. We went for the Magic Millions night. We had the corporate suite, and seeing everything that they did, like all of the advertising leading up to it, the amount of young people in the crowd, it was really great to see. Yeah,
and that's the best thing, obviously, about the track. We're so close to everything. Like Broad Beach is right there. So it's easy for people to go to the races. It's easy to make a weekend out of it and all of that kind of thing.
Do you have any stable favourites, or is it like picking your favourite child?
I try not to have favourites because I learned early on that in racing you never know what's going to happen, and they may not be there. One day they're there and the next they're not. But I think Lord Markle would always be a favourite in my heart, mostly because he was our first runner and our first winner, so something that we're never going to get again. So,
is he still going around?
He's in Melbourne now. He's a show horse.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, we've been really lucky that our retired horses, we've been able to find lovely homes for them. The new people that have them often send videos and things of them out jumping or maybe showing and things like that. So it's nice to see.
Yeah. I suppose with your equestrian background too, you'd have so many connections that you can ensure they go to a quality home.
Yeah, and most of the time I'll be like, oh, this one looks like it'd be a jumper, or I don't think that one would jump. We won't give it to a show jumper, that kind of thing. But they all have their place.
Yeah, do.
And that's like, I grew up riding ex-race horses. That's how we learnt to ride, really. They're not easy, but you learn so much.
They're such versatile horses, and if you yourself have the right education to be able to re-educate them and the patience, you learn so much together as horse and rider when they're in retirement.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that Racing Queensland started an off-the-track thoroughbred program where they have qualified retrainers that will take them for the first 6 weeks and just get that basic groundwork into them before they go to their next home, which is great because at least they then know where the horse is at and who would be best suited to them.
They're the sort of horse too, they've had a job since they were born, so they need a purpose in life, don't they?
Sure. They don't want to sit in a paddock and do nothing. They're still well and a lot of the time still quite young.